Disc golf needs Will Schusterick back.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
So if you don't know who Will Schusterick is, he won the USDGC in 2010, 2012, and 2014. He was also, at one point, the #1 ranked player in the world, around the same time that Paul and Ricky were coming up. It was more or less those 3. But a lot of you guys watching this video might either not know who he is or not really have any idea of what he actually means to this game. Shit. Now, if you're one of those people who has no idea who he is, I urge you to pause this video, go check out Will and Nate at the Grange or the 2012 Shoestrings documentary. They're 2 of the better videos on YouTube, and they really capture kind of what it was like to be at the highest level of disc golf, but in the days before high quality media. There we go. Now, Will also has 81 career wins, 172 career podiums, and about 390-ish events, which means Will Schusterick has podiumed in almost half of the tournaments that he's ever played. So Will Schusterick hit a career high 1046 rating in 2012. And then over the last decade or so, he has slowly dropped consistently to his current rating of about 960. A similar rating to a high-level amateur disc golfer. Now, some of you guys who might not know much about Will might be asking yourself, how does a former #1 player in the world, 1046 rated disc golfer, drop down to a 960 rating over a span of 10 years? Some people might be like, well, how old is he? Is he old? No. Did he completely retire and come back? Well, kinda. Oh, damn. So sometime in the last decade or so, Will sustained some sort of shoulder injury. Now, there's actually not a ton of information out there on what really caused this, because plain and simple, I think Will doesn't even actually know. He's talked about it before, but never in much great detail. And the reason it's been a problem for so long is because no one can tell him what's actually wrong. Now, before this injury started to kind of take over Will's game, he was regarded as one of the fastest up-and-coming disc golfers and probably one of the smoothest throwers in the world. Hell yeah. Getting fucking nerdy with these lefty putts. If you've seen Will play anytime in the last 5, 6, 7 years, he's anything but smooth, to say the least. Now, Will used to have one of the prettiest putts in the game, in my opinion, and probably a lot of other people's opinions as well. He used to have this beautiful putt. He would tip back, push it, and it just was perfect. And then somewhere along the lines, when he developed this shoulder injury, he started this weird hitch where he'd almost like hook his arm out, or he'd drop the disc down. Like, it was, if you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was almost like some shit like that. And I guess that kind of brings me to the whole point, really, of this video. February of this year, Will announced that he'll officially be making the switch to left-handed putting. And now, that might sound crazy to some. What the fuck was that? But when you come from being the #1 player in the world to basically an amateur disc golfer, I'm sure you would do almost anything to at least try and get back to where you were before. Will still works closely with Prodigy. I think he's probably a part owner. But I think nothing would make the current scene of disc golf better than if one of the greats of the game, who kind of came up with Paul McBeth, with Ricky Wysocki, and all the other greats of that generation, kind of gave it one last hurrah. And I think this lefty putting switch for Will kind of is that last hurrah. Growing up watching disc golf, Will Schusterick was always one of my favorite players to watch. I loved his form, I loved his play style. He was just a beautiful thrower of the disc. The idea of at one point being the best and then now not even being close, it would hurt. Like, I would absolutely hate it. And I think the disc golf world, and me included, would love nothing more than to see Will Schusterick make a comeback and, you know, maybe not be one of the top players in the game, but at least be a respectable player on the pro scene, and see him on some lead cards or chase cards to really bring his career full circle, because that's what I really think that Will Schusterick deserves. And now, with all that said and done, I'll get to the part of this video where I think it really matters. I'm probably going to switch to left-handed putting for the near future. As many of you know, or the people who watch my videos regularly, I suck at putting. It fucking blows. And I'm kind of at a point now where I've been putting in the backyard left-handed, and it's became fun, to say the least. It's like you're relearning something that I've been doing for over a decade now. But it's like I get to reteach myself all these basics that I know, they're in my head, but because of all the bad muscle memory in my brain, I've never been able to go a whole season where I've even felt close to confident on the putting green. And to be completely honest, I don't think it really matters what hand I putt with. Maybe outside of 30, I'll have to go righty just to get it close under the basket. But my right-handed putts don't go in, so if the left-handed ones don't go in at first, but I can develop a stroke that I'm actually confident in and almost teach my hand as if it's a brand new disc golfer, then why not give it a shot? Now, I've gotten this question a few times, but I've never really addressed it on this channel, is like, am I a competitive disc golfer? Do I play tournaments? Do I plan to compete this summer? And the answer is yes. As of right now, I think I'm 949 rated. That was the last time I saw my rating. Could have gone down. I can't totally remember, to be honest. I'm not current because I'm too broke to sign up for the PDGA, and I don't plan on playing anytime super soon, so I'm saving that 50 bucks. But I'm around a mid 900 rated player right now. Oh, damn it. And if I'm being completely honest, the idea of signing up for tournaments and starting another disc golf competitive season while still not being confident about being able to put the putter into the basket kind of seems like a waste of time to me. During my past tournament career, I basically lose anywhere from 5 to 10 strokes around inside of the circle. And I know that sounds like a lot, and maybe you think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. I have no issue telling you that I truly believe I'm a 1,000+ rated thrower of the disc, but my putting when it matters, like in a tournament, is so bad that it brings me down to that low to mid 900 level player. As of right now, my main goal in disc golf is to grow this channel and create content. That being said, the little bit of lefty putting that I've been kind of throwing in here and there throughout the last couple weeks has been some of the most fun I've had while practicing disc golf in a long time. And I think the main reason that is because I've always been the type of person who likes to see myself get better at things. I pick things up relatively easy. Putting left-handed has been one of those things where I've put a little bit of time in it now. And a couple weeks ago, I would literally like take the disc and like go and like have no clue what I'm doing with it. And now I'm getting to the point where I feel like I can like change the angle a little bit, and I'm, you know, putting a little body into it and doing things with my left hand that I'm seeing these slow bits of progress, and I'm just like, this is fun. Whereas when I'm practicing right-handed, especially putting, it's not fun ever, because there's never really sessions where I putt good for the whole entire time. I'll maybe hit, you know, 10 in a row, I'll be like, oh, that feels good, and then I'll immediately just lose the putt. And I'll be like, what am I doing here to be able to putt for 5 minutes and then not be able to putt 5 minutes later? And I know that might sound crazy, but to be honest, for the sake of my game and for the sake of content creation and putting out the amount of videos that I want to put out, I think having this new battle of completely relearning an aspect of the game of disc golf, putting left-handed, is honestly going to be really fun for me. And I've always said that I think I'm actually a better teacher of disc golf than I am at playing it. So I figured, why not take this opportunity of creation and learning the game to actually do that, learn my game and teach myself what I know almost completely from scratch. So guys, as always, I'll keep you updated on this journey. You'll obviously see it in my videos. And I guess that being said, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.